when Taylor's in attendance, the Chiefs are 9-3. What's your reaction to Travis' play with Taylor in the crowd?
I was very impressed with the fact that he was able to bring that ball in for the touchdown, especially in front of Taylor Swift, because his nerves must have been heightened. I know I am not as good under pressure. One time I was at an axe throwing competition, and I saw that Baby Spice from the Spice Girls was there, and it got to me. I threw an axe and I completely missed a target, and it did go into a woman, and it hit her right in the chest. And everybody lost their mind, and God, the worst part was it ended up not being Baby Spice. It was just a cocktail waitress who sort of looked like her. I did think it was quite a fall from grace if she was there waiting tables. But the woman passed away, and I legally have to say that I was intoxicated during the competition. I drank a lot of brandy, and so, but much different for me to see what Travis Kelce did. He brought it right in, and I killed the woman from that. Back to you, Aria.
Are the Chiefs a dynasty without a Super Bowl 58 win?
I don't know. Is a marriage a committed one when you find out your wife has an OnlyFans? Because I just did. And it turns out Stace has been doing an OnlyFans for about 2 years. She does personalized message. She does a lot of foot job stuff. And I knew that she'd been distant. I was out here the whole week trying to get this job at ESPN. But I found out before this one that this is going to be my last hit. And, the idea that we're even sitting here talking about something so stupid, I mean, I am struggling. And my son, how am I going to look him in the eyes next time I see him and think that I can work it out with her? I haven't even told her I know yet. So are the Chiefs a dynasty? I don't know. What if I just pulled my pants down and just spread my asshole? What do you think about that? Would that work?
Both the San Francisco 49ers and Kansas City Chiefs have arrived in Las Vegas. What's the biggest storyline for Super Bowl week?
Well, the biggest storyline that I'm following actually has nothing to do with the game. It has to do with the hotel that I booked for $39, Red Flag, that promised it had a working refrigerator, which it did not. And I discovered that one the hard way. I brought about a suitcase full of taco meat, bagged, to the hotel with me. My plan was to live off of that for pretty much most of the week. But that plan got exploded probably about 2 to 3 days in. I was probably about on pound 4 of the meat when I realized something was horribly off. And I got a big whiff of the bag, and it didn't smell like taco meat. It smelled like lime poop. I realized quickly I'd made a mistake, and the meat was off. I checked the fridge. It was plugged in, but it did not. The temperature was not working. So somehow I was eating hotter meat than went into the fridge, but not cooked in the right way. This was bad hot. I took the bags at the parking lot, I threw them down angrily, spiking them much like a football when a family of raccoons came over and they wanted no part of it. And that's when I knew my fate was sealed. By that point, it was too late. There was nothing I could do. The runs had already penetrated my defense. And I'll tell you, I didn't see the face of God, but I sure felt something I never felt on that bathroom floor before.
We know you love to bet. We know you're a big gambler. You're out there in Vegas. You're probably about to go ham this weekend. Is that accurate?
I'm not doing much. My gamble was booking a hotel that said it cost $39 during Super Bowl week. Huge mistake. If it looks too good to be true, it probably is. And I'm violently ill.
By the way, fellas, I want you to take a look at this. This was Travis Kelce earlier today on Pat McAfee. Take a listen.
Hey, how are you? Hey, Justin Tucker was going to beat your ass, dude. He was going to beat your ass.
Love everything about that, fellas. Especially the fact that, here's Travis Kelce on Pat McAfee, and then Patrick Mahomes pops his face in there.
And that's what he did. He popped his face in there, and they were on Pat McAfee, which I just thought, well, wait a second. I didn't know Patrick Mahomes was in there because it was a Travis Kelce look at first, and then there Patrick Mahomes goes, hi, what are we doing in there? I don't have object permanence, so for me to see that, I kind of was like, what the fuck is going on? Not what the no, God, no. I just thought it was very hilarious when when the two of them were there, and then the McAfee is laughing up, and I'm doing a bit of a Bill Cosby thing. Not that I like the guy. He is a rapist. So that is wrong, and I abhor that. Me too, hashtag. But regardless of what a hilarious moment. And it was shared by all. Great to see it. It's going to be an amazing week with everyone who had gone to Applebee's. See you at tomorrow. For there, it's still Friday.
Just gotten this news from CBS that the White House has turned down a request for the president to participate in that traditional interview before the Super Bowl. So why was that decision made?
Well, why do you think? We're very nervous that if people see Joe and see Joe talk, they're not going to vote for him. And we want him to win. So we're not going to put him out there where people can watch him, talk about how he, knew Einstein or some weird shit like that. We're being very careful right now. Our strategy is hiding Biden.
This is free advertising, if you will. That this is millions and millions, tens of millions of eyeballs. So why would the president not want to do that? It seems like an easy decision.
Well, speaking of eyeballs, does Joe Biden have any? Because I haven't seen them. I honestly, I don't remember the last time his eyes were open, to be quite honest with you. But no, the goal here is for people to know that Biden exists but not see him. I mean, shit, you've seen him. Every time he's out in public, he does something weird. He falls over. He sniffs a kid's hair. He's a bit of a train wreck. So we don't want people to have a look at Joe Biden at all. We want people to not see him and just go vote for him. And we're hoping it works. Because if it doesn't, we are fucked.